When I first got involved in the cryptocurrency space, it was a lot of scary things going on out there. I heard stories of people making a whole lot of money, people losing a whole lot of money. And after me going through the process, I came up with 4 rules that's allowed me to continuously to have success in crypto. And rule number 1 is education is key. Education is everything. Rule number 2, never invest money that you cannot afford to lose. Rule number 3, always get a return on investment back as fast as possible. And rule number 4, where do you see yourself in 3 months, 6 months, a year from now? What are you willing to do to make that happen? Make a decision, find a vehicle, stay focused, do not get distracted. Now, following these rules is not going to guarantee you success in the crypto space, but it will at least minimize your risk. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the most that we can ask for. Enjoy your crypto journey. Bye-bye.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Let me stop that video from playing there. Thank you for joining us. Tonight is our presentation for crypto education, as well as learning how to grow your Bitcoin through compound interest. My name is Brandon Ivy, Los Angeles, California, and you can be logging in from anywhere around the world. And I promise you on this Monday evening, we're going to keep this short and sweet, give you enough information for you to make an informed, intelligent decision, and you will definitely be informed on what's taking place. Now, the reason why we are here is because we're tired, or we've come to the realization that what we have been taught no longer work. In fact, what we've been taught hasn't worked in my entire life. And I mean, we were told that if you want to have financial freedom, you've got to go to school, get good grades, and get a good, safe, secure job, a job that will take care of you for the rest of your life. And that's what I did. I graduated from Morehouse College in Atlanta, Georgia, went on to have a nice corporate career going, but due to no fault of my own, I was laid off not once, but twice. And the lucky ones that aren't laid off, the lucky ones that aren't fired, the lucky ones that can stay with the same job for the rest of their life, still 97% will retire broke, depending on family, government, and friends by the age of 65. We've been lied to, or when adaptation has taken place, our education hasn't adapted to keep up, because times change. That old way of trading time for money, and you can get the house and white picket fence and 2-car garage, and the wife doesn't have to work, and you can still pay for your kids to go to school. That's a pipe dream. That's not reality. That's not reality. Reality is the fact that most people will fail financially, regardless of their education level, regardless of their job title. 93% don't have good salaries. 95% will not succeed in business. Most don't have money to grow a business. Most don't even have the time to grow a business. And most don't even know what to do with the money that they actually even have. So who am I to even talk about this? Well, I'm a husband and a father first, graduated of Morehouse College, 22 years experience and 7-figure earner in the direct selling industry, former vice president of sales and marketing for several companies, 4 years experience in the crypto space, consultant and creator of educational content for crypto companies. For 22 years, I have been in the direct selling space, and I failed my first 10 years, but I never gave up. Kept working at it and became a top producer and trainer in the industry. That allowed me to have enough success to retire and walk off my job at the age of 36 years old. Haven't looked back since. Allowed me to be able to travel around the world, visit different countries, see what life is like outside of America. I was shocked. It was definitely a wake-up call. In fact, the city that I thought I would hate the most, my wife dragged me there, was London. And it's actually my most favorite city I've ever visited. And that even shocks me, but it was. Last 4 years, I've been in the crypto space, and I've done Bitcoin boot camps around the country. One of my goals when the COVID lifts and I get to traveling again is to do Bitcoin boot camps for free in the community. See, there's two things that I learned about crypto that changed my life in 2017. One is that blockchain technology is going to disrupt every single industry on the planet today, whether you like it or not. Your opinion is irrelevant. The second thing that I learned is that cryptocurrency represents the greatest economic shift in wealth in the history of mankind for the most amount of people. And the most amount of people is important. Why? Because it doesn't matter where you were born, where you come from, what language you speak, what color your skin, whether you're a man, woman, or child, your education level. As long as you have a cell phone, access to the internet, and a willingness to learn, you can change your financial tree. The only problem is most people don't even know that that's a possibility. So I want to make it a goal to teach that. I'm also a cryptocurrency educator and consultant for multiple companies. A company called KGX used my videos. A company called Coinbit Pro, based out of South Africa, also uses my training videos. We just secured a deal with a company called Cryptor Global that's also using my training videos. I'm actually creating a new course for them right now, but it's much different than what I've been doing before. This course is for institutional investors, people with money, people who have more than $100. These people want to invest 100,000 plus. So I'm creating courses for them. And also universities. Because of COVID-19 and the whole distance learning, I have a son in college right now, and he's doing, this is his senior year, and he's doing his whole senior year from home. That's weird to me. But that's just the way it is right now. We're living in a pandemic. So I've created educational courses for universities. But think about this. Digital currency is the new financial revolution. What is that? Well, it's kind of like Uber, a transportation company that owns no cars. Amazon, the world's largest retail chain that has no stores. Airbnb, a hotel chain that owns no property. Bitcoin is the greatest financial bet in modern day history. In fact, it is the best performing asset of the past decade, period. It went from 0.008 cents to $20,000 a coin in less than a decade. It is decentralized. It's not controlled by a bank, a business, a government, or a CEO. It is universal in value. 1 Bitcoin in Canada is worth 1 Bitcoin in South Africa. And you can send it anytime that you want without the need of permission from a bank, Western Union, or a wire. No limitations. Happens almost instantly with minimum fees. And it's no fun being on the outside looking in. We've all been there before. I mean, how I taught myself is I had to go to YouTube and Google. And someone would say, Brandon, why would I get your course? I'll just go to YouTube and Google. Good luck with that. It took me 6 months to sift through all the information. And a lot of it wasn't even correct. So we did all of that work for you. And we're going to walk your hand every step of the way from beginning to end to make sure you're getting educated in this space. So in 2009, Satoshi Nakamoto created the world's first global decentralized cryptocurrency called Bitcoin. In 2009, Bitcoin's value was less than a penny. 2010, it was valued at 40 cents. 2016, $600. 2020 started to fluctuate around $10,000 a coin. Actually, right now, it's about $15,000 a coin. And if you would have invested $100 in Bitcoin in 2010, today will be worth over $2.5 million. But the question people ask is, what is the blockchain? What is Bitcoin? Is it real? Am I too late? How do I buy it? Can I even spend it? Well, that's what 3Course Crypto is all about. We want to teach you everything that you need to know about Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, market trends, blockchain, ICOs, IEOs, everything you need to know. All of our training is done by streaming video. You're going to learn how to buy your first Satoshi. You don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin. Learn how to store your Bitcoin safely in crypto wallets. Learn how to purchase and sell with Bitcoin. Learn about blockchain technology, learn how to trade cryptocurrencies, learn how ICOs work, and much, much more. We have 3 courses with 15 lessons in each course for a total of 45 video modules. Bitcoin 101, Crypto Advanced, How to Trade Bitcoin and Cryptocurrencies. With Bitcoin 101, this course is designed to take you through the history of Bitcoin and blockchain technology. Each video is designed to take you through a step-by-step process to know the fundamentals of the technology and how it works. Once you have completed this course, you will have more than a basic functioning understanding of blockchain, how to purchase Bitcoin, and how to use it. With Crypto Advanced, this course is designed for those who have gone through the Bitcoin 101 course or have some basic understanding of what Bitcoin is and how it functions. We will dive deeper into the functional workings of crypto and blockchain projects. You will be introduced to other top coins besides Bitcoin on the market and learn about the economic ecosystem of cryptocurrencies. By the time you finish this course, you will have a clear understanding of the crypto economics, the functioning roles of crypto, and how to understand the charts. You will be ready to engage in the cryptocurrency space. And then how to trade Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. By this point, you have an advanced understanding of the history of blockchain technology and the cryptocurrency space. You are ready to engage and build your portfolio. There is no one strategy that fits them all. This course will share multiple strategies and opportunities so that you will have the confidence and skills in this space to earn a profit. There are 4 simple rules you should follow to make sure you trade safely and securely. And if you got here early, you saw those 4 rules because I played the video. Our packages can be purchased independently for $200 each or as a bundle pack for $500. And we even have a referral program because we understand that people are in different spaces right now. One of the biggest misconceptions is that you need to have a whole lot of money to engage in this space. No, this is not the stock market where you need $250,000 to be taken seriously. I started with $30. I've been living off of that ever since. So we have a program in place that you can earn your way. See, I have a philosophy. I don't buy Bitcoin. I earn Bitcoin. Now understand, this is not a compensation plan, MLM, binary, matrix, or unilevel. It is just a referral program. So if you purchased our product or not, you share it with somebody else and they get a $200 pack, we're going to give you a $50 bonus. They get a $500 pack, we're going to give you a $125 bonus. Simple as that. We're not going to pay it next week or next month. How about within 24 hours? You get the referral bonus. Earn your way up. Now, what are you going to do with that? Because this is not designed for you to get wealthy and rich. It's designed for you to have extra resources to build your Bitcoin. But on top of building your Bitcoin, let me show you how you can grow your Bitcoin. See, as a community bonus, being part of this community will gain you access to participating in multiple ways of earning crypto to build your portfolio. There is no one way. There are more ways than I can even count. And when you get educated, you can find those ways that fit you, your personality, your style. Like when I first got started, I thought the only way was by either mining Bitcoin or trading it. That's all I knew. So I learned how to trade. And I got good at it. And I hated every second of it. Trading was not for me. I know the skill set. I can teach the skill set. But being a day trader is my job? No, I haven't had a job in 8 years. The idea and thought that I got to look at the charts all doggone day puts me back in the cubicle again. And that's just not for me. However, I've learned other ways to trade that fits my lifestyle based on my education. And I also learned something else. Why try to do it myself when I can have a bot doing it for me? Even though that I might earn less with a bot doing it, at least the bot's consistent so I can continue to live my flip-flop lifestyle and travel. Well, that's what we've done. We've found an opportunity that we feel is the most stable out there to allow you to build and grow your Bitcoin. The company's name is called MTI. Their whole purpose is to grow your Bitcoin portfolio. And the reason why we signed with them is because of their consistency and transparency. They're more than 18 months old. Their bot is exclusive to MTI members, trading crypto from Monday to Friday. The account's base currency is Bitcoin. Daily profits are automatically added to your trading pool. Trading results vary every day. but they've got a proven track record, and the profit is generated through trade only. But what makes MTI different? Well, there's no monthly registration, subscription, or administration fees or auto ship. There's no packages that you need to purchase that expire after a couple of months. I know some of you guys have been part of those. You have full transparency, proven track record. No trading knowledge is required to be a member. Your full Bitcoin capital goes into the trade. Daily compounding growth and withdrawals are quick and easy. There is no locking up your Bitcoin for 8 months that you can't withdraw. I just got hit up yesterday with a business that said, Brandon, yeah, you're going to get, 30, 40% a month, but you got to lock up your Bitcoin for about 8 months. You can't withdraw it. But the profits are going to be insane. I said, I've heard that story before. By the time it's time for me to withdraw my Bitcoin, the owner's going to run off with everybody's Bitcoin. How many times has that happened? Here you can withdraw at any moment. But here's the key. Albert Einstein even said, compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. Those who understand it, earn it. Those who do not understand it, pay it. The trading profit is broken up where 40% goes to the members, 10% goes to MTI, that's why they can afford not to charge any fees, and 25% goes to the traders. But another 25% is set aside for those who want to take advantage of the referral program, and that is optional. But here's our track record for the last 12 months. They've returned 229.46% over the last 12 months. That is not a guarantee of what's going to happen in the future. That's just what's happened over the last 12 months. Average daily profit has been 0.48%. There is not a guarantee 0.5% a day. I am only showing what it's done in the past. The worst trading day is a negative 0.037%. It happens. You're approached by anything where you only profit all time, 24/7, run from it. That's not sustainable. That's not realistic. You have winning days, you have losing days. The best trading day was May 11, 2019 at 2.13%. Worst trading month was August 2020 at 7.41%. And the best trading month was September 2019 at 13.49%. This year, it's been averaging about 10.1% a month average. So the first full negative day was on July 7th, negative 0.0933%, and all results are based on historical income. And history is not a guarantee for future results. Back in September, we have 3 days of positive trading. For example, September 21st to the 23rd, 1.87%, 0.76%, 0.8383%. You also can pull up the trading results in your back office to be able to see exactly what's going on and how. The community, there's more than 180,000 active members in the community. So the company has a CEO newsletter to keep everybody updated because they're all around the world. And 90% of them are not in the United States. So how do you get started? Well, you're going to get a link from the person who invited you here. You're going to create a profile for free. Understand you have 7 days to fund your account. If you do not, your account will be deleted. You don't want that to happen. If you don't know how to buy Bitcoin, that's why I have 3Course Crypto. That's why it's here, designed to give you the basic and the fundamentals. But you get back to the person who invited you, they'll show you how to do that. They suggest you could fund your account a minimum. Minimums don't mean it needs to be the maximum. Minimum of 100. I say if you're trying to just get your feet wet, 250. If I was talking to my business partner about this the other day. If I had my way, if I was in charge of this, the minimum would be at least $1,000 or a quarter of a Bitcoin. That's just me. But if you want to get your feet wet, 250, I suggest at least 1,000 if you want to see some immediate results. Because if it's been averaging 10%, then what's 10% of $1,000 on a monthly basis? Extra $100 in Bitcoin, growing your Bitcoin portfolio. And then you compound that. And I'm going to show you a compound interest calculator in a moment. Now, the referral program is optional. 80% of the people in the company are not taking advantage of the referral program. But if you decide to take advantage of that, so let's say you're Janelle from Colorado, and Janelle calls up Prelvis from Texas and says, hey, Prelvis, how would you like to grow your Bitcoin? You got Bitcoin? Yeah. Is it making you any money? Well, it's just sitting in my wallet. How would you like to grow it? So Janelle shows Prelvis this platform. Prelvis puts $1,000 down in his account to trade. After 7 days, MTI is going to give Janelle a bonus of 10% of that, which is $100. Now, that bonus did not come from Prelvis's money. It came from the profit generated from trading from it. It's a bonus from MTI. Understand that. But then Prelvis says, man, I made money this week. I made like $25. Let me go ahead and up my account to about 10,000. Because if it's doing an average of 10%, that's $1,000 extra. It's just sitting in my wallet anyway. But guess what's going to happen for Janelle? She's going to get another 10% bonus 7 days later. That's $1,000 extra. Now Janelle can use that. She can pull it out, spend it, pull part of it out and spend it, and put the rest into her own trading account to compound growth faster. That's why I take advantage of the referral program. I'm not all about just compounding my Bitcoin. I'm also about compounding time. So all future deposits gets an extra 10% bonus. Now take note, your Bitcoin is only used to be traded. Your Bitcoin is not used to pay any other person in the system. All payouts are from profits only generated in the trade for that week. New members are not needed for current members to earn from trades on the network. Bitcoin is generated through trading and not recruiting. Your daily trading profits is automatically compounded every day, and you can withdraw whenever you please without any limitations. There are no earning limits on trades. There's no cap. Now, withdrawals are fast and easy. There are no fees or waiting periods. There's no locking up your funds. The only time you cannot withdraw is between Friday at 10 p.m. to Sunday afternoon, South Africa time. And when you do withdraw, it takes about 48 hours for it to hit your Bitcoin wallet. And I still suggest, my rule number 2, do not use money you cannot afford to lose. And then always get your return back as fast as possible. So we've been here 30 days. I've already pulled out my return. So everything else is in profit going forward. So you eliminate the risk. Now, the whole point of this is for you to be exposed to and start learning about cryptocurrencies, because it's not a matter of thriving. It's a matter of survival in the future. You must know this information that's not being taught in schools yet. Any of you guys ready to go back to school? You're not going to be able to have a job in the future if you don't know this information. But while you're learning, we have programs in place to help you earn at the same time, because the window of opportunity is growing very, very short. The rocket ship takes off next year, and it will never be this low again. Sure, there'll be a correction. If it hits $100,000 a coin, it'll correct maybe down to 30 to 40,000, and the media will say Bitcoin just crashed. But you're not going to see it anywhere around 10,000 and less ever again. A new milestone just hit yesterday. I saw on the news. What was it, Grayscale or Square? No, Square reported this, that there was more Bitcoin in demand than was actually mined for the first time ever. And what happens with supply and demand? The more there's a demand of something and the less the supply, the value of it goes up. That's like gold. That's why we call it digital gold. And to know if we're on the right path, you know, a mentor told me years ago, said, Brandon, if you want to have success, find somebody who's already successful in the field you want to be in, duplicate exactly what they do and do it just a little bit more. So this is a billionaire by the name of Chamath Palihapitiya. And he said his strategy for attaining financial freedom is not inheriting money. All right? This is if you have nothing. If we can give people a more reasonable roadmap where they can execute it, they can learn, and they can have a community of other like-minded folks. What do you think we are? What are we doing here? You're learning, and we have a community, and we have a roadmap for you that can put in the time and work and help each other over 5, 10, 15, 20 years to compound capital. What do you think we're doing? But this is important. The next part he says, no matter how small, because I started with $30 just to start. I think you'd be surprised at how many people are intellectually capable. So people say, I'm not smart enough to do this. Yes, you are. You'd be surprised at how many people are intellectually capable of achieving financial freedom on their own, without government assistance, without waiting for a stimulus check, without worrying about who's going to be the next president. As Jim Rohn says, build a financial wall around your family so high that nothing can penetrate it. You can ride out any storm. And he says that I think there is a path out of this kind of very depressing state that we're in. Isn't that the entire year of 2020? But it doesn't have to be. And you have it in your own power to change that. As a disclaimer, this information is intended for educational and training purposes only and should not be construed as investment advice. As with all financial decisions, you should contact your licensed financial advisor before investing in any financial instrument. Now, I want to switch gears, and I want to show you a compound interest calculator real quick. And I'm going to show what I did this morning. Those of you that were on the MTI-only presentation, I'll be doing that again tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, on ceostraining.info. But I did something I haven't done before. Normally, I show you based on 7% because that's less than what the company's worst month was. But then I wanted to go into dream mode just a bit. So let me take you in dream mode for a second. You just want to get your feet wet with $250. The company's been averaging this year 10%, so I'm going to actually use that. 10% on a monthly basis, over 5 years, compounding daily, without putting any extra money in. What do you think this is going to end up on compound interest after 5 years? This blew my mind. $99,619. Are you kidding me? $99,619 after 5 years. Now, this isn't get rich quick because the first year you barely made about $300, almost $400. But your second year, it grew to almost $2,500. Your third year, $8,800. Your fourth year, $29,000. Your fifth year, $99,000. You see how compound interest works? But just like you would on your savings account or your 401k, let's say you add an extra $100 a month to grow, like your savings account. You calculate, that just grew to $500,000 in 5 years. We're talking you put aside $6,000 over 5 years. Do you know the average family, household of 4, earns $35,000 a year? So if you did $35,000 a year times 5 years, you come up with $175,000. And how many hours did you put in? 40,000 hours plus for $175,000. And here you're looking at $500,000 starting with $250 and $6,000 compounded after 5 years. But now let me take you to serious dream mode. I suggest not $250, at least $1,000 at the same 10% by itself after 5 years. $398,000. Granted, will the company be here for 5 years? I don't know. I know it's been here for 18 months. I know that it's self-sufficient. It doesn't need new recruits to pay old people. It's trading on the profits alone. I don't know. I can't guarantee we'll be here for 5 years. I'm just looking at the power of this. That's exactly why I'm also not on the 5-year plan. I'm on the 1-year plan. But let's say you bought a new car. And I want to use a car analogy because most people can understand this. Because most people were never taught this in school. You want to get a $30,000 car, but you only have $1,000 down. So you get a loan, and they say, all right, well, if you pay us $500 a month for the next 5 years, that'll cover your car. So you sign your agreement for that. I'm not even talking about the interest, just $500. After 5 years, you would have paid $30,000 to your car to pay it off. But your car's value is no longer worth $30,000. It's probably $15,000 to $17,000 worth now. Depreciating asset that you purchased. But what if you let that $500 go to work for you? $1,000 to start, $500. This is what I'm telling all of you guys that started right now. Even if you started with $250, we're in our first 30 days. You should be adding more to it. Speed up that compound interest because I'm going to show you first. Without it, $398,000. But let's say you put a car payment in on that every single month for an asset that's going to accumulate and appreciate. What does that turn into? This is what blew my mind this morning. $2.4 million. What did you total came out of your own pocket? $30,000 plus your $1,000 initial balance. Do I have your attention now on this? Do you understand why wealthy people live and die by compound interest? This blew me away. And why I say I'm on the 1-year game plan, what do I mean by that? Well, I'm on instead of doing $500 a month, what if you do $500 a week? I'm taking advantage of the referral program to earn my way to the top, to speed the process up, to ultimately have $100,000. This just because I know somebody asked me this question. You've got $100,000 in your trade account because we are in dream mode, and it's averaging 10% a month. I'm just going to go 2 years. And you're adding to this $1,000 a month, which I will be doing far more than that. But what does this look like after 2 years? $1 million. My man Stan, you see that? We're talking 2 years now. Even if it's on the 1-year game plan, what does that look like after 1 year? $243,000. All right. Okay, now we're going to end with going back to the beginning, going back to the basics. You got to get your crypto education first. I will not do business with anybody who refuses to get educated. The worst and most dangerous person is somebody who has a lot of money and they have no education. That's dangerous. So get your education on 3coursecrypto.com. You can see what this is all about. Hey, this is new. I didn't know she added this video. Cool. That's a good video. I just made that video. There's a new one that we just made as well, but we made it for Cryptor Global. We haven't released that yet. So Anya, I know when she sees that, she's going to love it. But if you want to get your courses, and more importantly, you want to also take advantage of the referral program. If you refer somebody to our program, and let's just say they get the bundle pack or any pack, they click add to cart, checkout, and in the checkout, in the notes section, make sure they put your name and email address. And within 24 hours, we'll get you your bonus. We say, Brandon, the 15th is coming up. You know, I got to get some money. I got to pay some bills. Share it with 10 people. That's between $500 to $1,000 right there. And everybody needs crypto education. Everybody needs it. All right, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to end by playing one of my favorite videos on the home page. And I made another one that's similar to this, except it's for the high intel people. Hasn't been released yet. I saw the finished product for the first time today. I love it. But here's this video. The next presentation like this I do will be on Wednesday night. But tomorrow, I'm doing 2 MTI-only presentations at 12 p.m. Eastern and 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. And it's going to be on CEOsunlimited.info, CEOstraining.info. CEOstraining.info, password 1111. CEOstraining.info, password 1111, 12 p.m. and 9 p.m. tomorrow. So if you do want to take advantage of the referral program or take a look at this for a second time and more detailed, then you can invite people to it. Let me do all the talking for you. So with that, thank you guys for being here tonight. My name is Brandon Ivy. Here's the last video. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bitcoin Brandon out. God bless. Bye-bye.
Imagine a world where everybody is connected. Imagine a world where somebody in Japan can do a transaction with somebody in the United States without high banking fees. Imagine a world no longer ruled by greedy corporate banks. There's going to come a time when we think of central banks in the same way we think about calling an operator to talk to a friend on the phone. This weird, annoying entity that came between us and the things we actually wanted. You aren't going to drown in fees anymore. You aren't going to borrow money from a bank. You aren't going to fight a half a dozen middlemen. It'll just be you and your money anywhere on earth. And once this happens, cryptocurrency could very well make the US dollar obsolete. Once people understand how easy this is and get used to it, the demand for legacy money controlled by a government and bank is going to plummet like a rock. Welcome to the world of cryptocurrency.